I'm RaDona from boysandgirlshairstyles.com, sorry. This is Mariah, and I wanted to show you guys, I've had some people ask about color fillers in the past, and I've tried to answer them, but this is going to be easier to show you, okay? On color fillers, you want to go just a couple shades lighter than the normal color that you're going, 2 to 3 shades lighter. Anyway, what I have found is Gold Well Mousse is amazing. It's really fast and easy. So this blonde down here, I'm just going to spray some of that on. And I'm going to cover up this blonde. She wants to go really dark on this bottom. She wants a good contrast. And we're going to go a 4N after I put this color mousse, the filler on it. See how easy that is? You don't have to mix anything. And the reason I'm putting this in is, of course, you have your 3 colors, primary colors, blue, red, and yellow. And when you lighten hair, the blue comes out, so that leaves you red and yellow, which makes a gold. And so you need to fill that hair with the gold to put that color back in that you are missing. And so that's why you use a G. I'm using a 7G for the gold, okay? That is putting that color that is missing back in that blonde so you don't get the green look or the gray look. Okay, now I have mixed a 4N, and I'm just going to take this and do a window with a 4N on this bottom with a 10 volume. 10 volume is deposit only. And I've just taken from above her ear and kind of up and around for this window. Okay, then I'm just going to take sections, and I'm obviously going to go here on the root. Okay, and then I'm going to pull this 4N through this, through all the hair. And then up above, I'm going to put a few low lights up top with some highlights. I am going to use the bleach up top, just a little bit, well, just a 20 volume. That means it's going to lift it two shades lighter is what I mean with the 20 volume. Anyway, so I'm going to do that with the bleach up top, just because her hair is so light. You can see how light her hair is. Now, if you didn't want the blonde look, you can also do like a 9N with 20 volume. That'll lift it to a caramel color. That's always a pretty one also. She just wants to go, you know, pretty drastic, not too much. But up top with the brown color, what I have mixed is a 5BG, which is a brown gold. And the reason I'm putting a brown gold, and this is another question that a few of you had, is do you mix a filler with color? And yes, you can. You can mix it with water and put it on before, but it's so much easier, I think, to mix the filler in with the color. So that's why I'm doing a 5BG, is because I want to put that brown gold back in. And up top, I want more of a, not just a natural color, I want a little bit different shade. That's why I'm doing a brown gold. So that'll be really pretty. And then with her cut, I'll do another video and show the cut. We're just going to cut some bangs into it. Kind of a side swoop, but anyway, I'll explain that later, but that'll be fun. Okay, so I'm just putting this hair up around this hair clip. I like to do that just because it gets it out of my way. Okay, now I'm going to take a foil and put that over this brown. Okay, I'm going to take off my gloves. And what I want to do is a mohawk section coming forward. This is where she parts. And so I'm going to want to come forward this way. So So you don't have to watch me the whole time. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna do blonde to about here. Then I'm gonna do a brown gold, a few more blonde, brown gold, a few more blonde, and one little brown gold in with a bang, just so it falls with that bang when we do the swoop. Anyway, so I am gonna do it. Let me just show you one, so I can show you how chunky I'm gonna do it. Not doing it really chunky because she likes it more blended. Okay, go ahead and put your head down. Sorry, can you see that from there? Okay. Okay, so this section, I'm gonna wanna do it thin, do it really thin. And then she wants it not too chunky. So if you can see that, see they're pretty little pieces. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put my foil over my comb. I'm gonna hold this hair forward this way, put my foil down and pull that hair back, okay? And then this is the 20 volume with the bleach. I like that. It'll process her hair fast. So if you're thinking about time, that's good. It's a lot faster. Okay, so 20 volume with that. And then I'm just gonna turn those corners over. Okay, so I'm just gonna come up with the blonde and do the brown gold. So after I get her washed and stuff, I'll show you the cut and the style, and I'll show you the difference. Thanks. Hi, I'm RaDona with boysandgirlshairstyles.com. Mariah, we just colored her hair. I did a video on that. And what I'm gonna show you today is, you can see on her back where these ends are thin. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna comb this straight down. And I'm just gonna bring this up to where it's gonna thicken her hair, because she's got fine hair. But I just wanna take this across, straight across, and take that little bit of length off, just so it looks thicker. You can see how that thickens that up. Okay, and then I'm gonna go straight across here. Sorry, I need to just dry this a tiny bit. And just make sure their head is tipped down. My goodness. Okay, I'm gonna hold this up. It's not going on the cape. Okay, so I'm gonna do this across. Okay, then I'm gonna tilt her head and pull this down. Her sides, I'm not taking too much off of her sides. Just because that back, I brought it up and it just kind of meets up with these sides, which helps it look thicker also. Okay, I'm going to put her head down again so I can get this back. Okay, then I'm going to lift the head and tilt it. Just trim that side. Okay, now for the layers, I'm just going to bring this. I'm going to grab a section. Okay, and you can see these ends where they're a little bit straggly there. I'm just going to point cut into that. And I'm just pulling it all straight up. I'm not doing a 90, I'm just pulling it straight up. Okay, then I'm going to take this next section. Again, I'm just going to point cut into that. Take the other section down. Okay, now on this side, I'm going to just pull all of this straight up. Okay, and now I'm going to go to the other side. I just keep track of my sections in my head. If you want to section it off, that's great. It does take a little bit more time, but if you feel better about it, then that is great. Okay, so all of this side, again, I'm going to hold straight up. Okay, and then I just like to take a little section in the top and just hold this up. See, this side's a little bit longer, so I'm just going to take and point cut into that. Okay, now for the front, I'm going to take this top section, hold that straight up, just point cut into that. Okay, I'm taking this whole side piece, just point cutting into that. So everything I cut is just straight up. I'm just holding it straight up. Okay, now this is where she is going to part, is over here. And I'm just going to take my shears and come up this side and just trim this up. Okay. On this side with the bang, I'm going to cut more bang into her, kind of a swoop bang. Okay. I'm going to hold this down. I'm going to take my razor in, and I'm just going to start going back and forth like this. I just kind of lift it up and down just like this. It'll just piece the bang out a little bit more. And then when we dry, if we want to cut some more, we will. Okay, I'm going to leave that bottom section out. And I'm going to come kind of on top, and I'm just going to kind of thin this a little bit so it's not so bulky. So this isn't the edge that I just done, it's up above, about an inch, inch and a half in. Just going to take that top little layer off. That'll just help it dry nice and not bulky. Okay, then I'm going to take my shears and I am just going to barely trim the sides, coming up this way. Okay, Mariah, she doesn't love a lot of poof, so I'm not going to texture up through here. We're just going to leave it. Okay, I'm going to do a styling video, so check that one out. But that is just the haircut with the bang. When we style it, if we want to go shorter with the bang, we will. So we'll see you on the styling video. Hi, I'm RaDona from boysandgirlshairstyles.com. We did a color and then a cut, and now we're going to do the style on Mariah. What I'm going to do is put some Add Volume Mousse from KMS into her hair. And why I'm using this, she has thin hair. She doesn't like a lot of poof, but she has thin hair, so I want it to look a little bit full. But at the end, we're not going to poof it or anything, so I will show you that. Okay, so just put that throughout the hair. Just going to dry this. I'm just going to use the paddle brush. blonde up, just with the 20 volume. Just to give it some texture, a little bit more texture than just cutting it with a scissors. It also can shorten up your bangs. Okay, I'm going to take the paddle brush now, go through it again. You can see when we cut that it made it thicker back there. Once we cut those ends up. We're almost there. Okay, now I'm going to comb through this. You can see that light brown gold that we put in the top. Okay, so like I was saying, she likes her hair soft, but what I'm going to do for her bangs is I'm putting, this is from Paul Mitchell, it's called Slick Works. I'm just going to put a little bit. This adds shine and texture, so I'm just going to put it through the bang area. Kind of piece that out. Okay, then the rest we are just going to leave soft. So I'm going to turn around so you can see that dark window in the back. And then the brown with the blonde up through the top. Thanks.